Hey everybody, today's video I show you how you can dynamically add or remove select box fields using jQuery AJAX in PHP. This is a common feature in web applications as it helps to ease the process of entering data into MySQL database. So before we get started with the coding, let me first of all show you how this code works. So here I have a simple table where I'm required to enter medicine details. I'm required to enter the medicine name and the type of the medicine. So to get started, I'll just come and click on the and you're going to see this input field appear here and this input appear here, and when I click on the drop down I see a list of medicine types, and I can also come and add another one, and when I select also going to see a list of medicine type in a select option. So I'm just going to see a list of medicine type in a drop down menu. So say for example I don't need the last one, I can just come and use this button to remove it. Right, so let's try to enter data using this form into MySQLi database. So let me just add the first medicine name, and that will be Piriton, and I'll select the type. I'll say tablets. I'll add another one, and this one I'll make it Piriton, but this time around it will be syrup. I'll add yet another one, and this one I'll call it Brufen, and for the Brufen I'm going to give it the type of capsule, and I can continue on like that. So I can now insert all these selected medicine into the database by just clicking the insert. So when I click on the insert, I'm going to get a success message telling me that medicine details were saved. So if I head on to my database here, I already had one drug, that is the Piriton, and it was a syrup. And when I just come and refresh that, I should see the list of the other medicine that I have inserted, and that is what we'll be creating in these videos. I have already created the database that we'll be using in this tutorial, and the database name is multiple rows. Within the database I have two tables, that is medicine and medicine type. At the medicine type we have only ID and medicine type, where I have a list of medicine types like capsule, tablets and syrup. In the medicine table I have ID, medicine name and medicine type. I have already inserted one record, that is Piriton, and having a medicine type of syrup. So the first thing that we have done is to link to the jQuery libraries, as we will be using it in our code. We've also linked the bootstrap.min.css to style our page. So for your code to work, make sure that you link the jQuery library. This you can get it on the internet. So now below here we have the form, a basic form. So this is a form that we'll be using to collect users information. The form has a method of post and an ID of insert form. We also have a table within the form, and the form has a class of table, table bordered, table striped, with an ID of item table. The table has columns enter medicine name and select type. It also has the add button that a user can use just in case they want to enter multiple medicines. Below that we have the submit button that users will be clicking to insert the data into the MySQL database. So all that code basically just gives us what we have here. Currently this is just pure HTML, and it won't work even when I click on the add button or even the submit button. And so on top here I come and open the PHP and close the PHP tags, and inside here what we basically want to do is to fetch the data from the database for our drop down menu. So I can just come and write a comment and say here is, so here we fetch So the first thing that we want to do is to connect to the database. So the first thing I'll do is to create a variable called connect, and this will be equal to new PDO. So I'll have a set of brackets within which I'll have a set of codes, and inside that I'll say MySQLI, and then I just come and say host is equals localhost, a semicolon, then DB name is is equals to multiple rows, and the DB user will be root, and the password will be empty. Close that. The next thing is we are going to create a function called fill unit select box. So just come and say a function fill underscore unit underscore select underscore box, and we're going to have the variable connect. Then below that I'm going to have a set of curly brackets. Within the curly brackets I'll have a variable called output, and that will be equal to a set of single quotes. I add that statement. Within that I'll again create another variable query. So here I want now to select data from the database. So query is equals a set of double quotes, so here I come and say select all from a medicine name or rather medicine type, order by ID ascending. First again we create a variable called statement. So this will be equal to variable connect prepare query down here. Friends, we execute the statement. So I'll say variable statement, then I say execute, and then we are going now to fetch all the records from the database and store them in a variable called results. Then here we are going to come and have for each, and it will have the parameters result as variable row. Now outside the curly bracket I'm going to come and have the variable output. That will be equal to the option that we'll be using in the select option. So I'm just going to come and have first of all a set of single quotes within which I'm going to come and have the option. I should not forget to close that as well. So option. Now within the option, I'm going to come and have value, and that will be equal to a set of double quotes, within which again I'm going to come and have a set of single quotes, within which now I'm going to put a period and the variable row. So here I'm just fetching the medicine type from the database, as we have seen from on top here. So this will be followed by a set of square brackets, within which I'll have a set of double quotes, and then here we are going to come and have the medicine underscore type, and then at the end here we should also have a dot or a period. Now inside the option, we are also going to have another set of single quotes, and then we're going to have the period, a variable row, and then a set of square brackets, a set of quotes, and then the medicine underscore type. Just like that, and then we should not forget to come and close it there. So now after that, we are going to come and again create a set of curly brackets, within which we are going to come and have a return the variable output. So basically what that will do is that it will help us to fetch the medicine type from the database for our drop down menu. So first, the next thing we add is the JavaScript script that will help us to add multiple rows in our table. So down here, just below the table, we can just come and have the script. Now inside the script here, we want to come and actually append the table while the click button or the add button is clicked. So here we start with a $sign. So within the set of brackets, we come and say document. Outside that, we come and have a period ready, a set of brackets, and here we come and have function. So within the bracket, we come and have a function and a set of brackets. Within the brackets here, we are going to come and have a set of curly brackets, and here we should not forget to come and close that. So now what we want here first is that when a user clicks the add button, a new row should be added below the table. So to do that, here we're going to come and create a function. So I'll come and say $sign, a set of brackets, documents or document, and then dot on, a set of brackets, and here we come and again have a set of single quotes. We say click, like when it is clicked, and then outside that, so the comma actually should be outside here, a set of single quotes. So we are saying that while the add button is clicked, so we include the add there, and then here we come and create a function. So function, a set of quotes, and that should be followed by a set of curly brackets. Should again expand that. We should not forget to close here, and then now inside here we are going to come and have a val HTML. So basically what we want to use is the HTML code here. So the HTML is equals a set of double quotes, a set of single quotes, and we should add that statement there. And here we are going to come and have the HTML row. So we'll also have it now below that. We want to come and have the HTML columns. So I'm just going to come and say HTML plus is equals a set of single quotes, a set of single quotes, and then we add that. So within this we're going to come and have the table columns, so the TD, and we should also come and cross that here. Now the table will or inside the table we are going to come and have the input field. So the input field here, or the input field here, we say input, and we should also cross that there. So the input should have a type of text, of course. So text, and then it should also have a name of a medicine name. So name is equals a set of double quotes, medicine underscore and name, and it should also have, of course, for the matters or for the case of styling, so it should also have a class of is equals a set of quotes, double quotes there, the form control. So, and then there we can also have the medicine underscore name. Now I'm just going to come and duplicate this because we want now to come and have the select field. So I'll just duplicate that, and then I will remove the input field, so that now inside it we have the select field. So I'll just come and say select, and I should also not forget to close that. So now in the select, first of all we are going to come and give it a name of is equals a set of double quotes, medicine type, and a set of square brackets, don't forget that. And then we're also going to come and have it with a class of is equals form field, or form field for the purpose of form control for the purpose of styling it. And there we can also have the medicine underscore type. Now we move to the tricky part here. We want to come and have the option that is usually inside the select field. So here I'm going to just come and have the option close opening tag, and the option closing tag. And now the option first of all, now inside the option we're going to come and have the PHP opening and closing tags, and here we are going to come and say echo fill underscore select box, so the function that we created on top there. So here we are going to come and have a set of brackets within which we are going to come and have the variable connect, and we should not of course forget to close that statement. Now first, the next thing that we want to have here is the remove button. So I'm going again to say HTML plus is equals a set of single quotes. Should not forget to come and add that statement there. So within this we're going to come and have the TD, and of course don't forget to close it as well. So TD. So now within the TD we are going to come and have the button, so opening and closing tag for the button. So our button will have a type of button, and we are going to give it a name of remove, and of course to style it using the bootstrap class, we're going to come and have or give it a class of btn Deja, btn small, and it is the remove button. And so here we are going to come and have the value remove, and just at the end of that we should now come and end our table row. Now to be able to append the table, we are going to come and have this variable or the $sign, a set of brackets within which we are going to have a set of single quotes, then the id item underscore table. Remember, our table on top here has the id item table, and that's what we are calling down here. So we say dot append HTML within brackets, then we add that statement. Alright, so just by doing that, we now have the add button working, so that we can be able to append rows below the existing row heading. But before we see if that is working, we want to first of all have the code that will remove the table rows while when the remove button is clicked. So I'll have a comment here and say remove the table rows when the remove button is clicked. Now to be able to do that, we are going to come and have a variable, a set of brackets document. Outside that we're going to have .on, and then a set of brackets, a set of single quote when the add button is clicked. So we should also come and have when the remove button is clicked rather. So we should also come and have a set of single quotes here, a period, and when a remove button is clicked, so we'll have that, and then function, then here we come and have a set of curly brackets, have it like that. So now inside here we are going to come and have dollar, a set of brackets these, get outside of the brackets, and then we say close it. So here we are basically removing the table row while the remove button is clicked. So dot remove, then we add that. So that basically should help us to add a table row and remove it. And so let's we first of all test whether that is working. So I head on to my browser here, and then I'll refresh that. Then when I click on the and, I should see that appear there, and I should be able to come and add the periton. And select the type here, cell up like that. I can also add another one and select a different one. I can also be able to remove just like that. So now what we want to do is to insert these records to the database, and that's what we are doing next. Right, now the next thing that we are going to do is to insert the collected data from the form into the database. So I'm going to come and have a comment here and say insert the collected data when this submit button is clicked. And so to help in that, first we are going to come and have a variable, a set of brackets within which we are going to have a set of single quotes. Then we are going to have the ID insert form. Remember, our form has an ID insert form, so just come and say insert underscore form. Then outside that, we're going to come and have a period on, a set of brackets, and within which we are going to come and have a set of single quotes when the submit button in that form is clicked. So comma, then we're going to come and have a function. So we open that, and then within this we are going to come and have the event, and then a set of curly brackets. We should not forget to close that. Now inside here we are going to come and count the variable, or count now down here we are going to come and say event dot prevent default. That we just prevent the default. Now after that, the next thing that we want to do is to validate the table so that a user does not submit empty a table or empty fields. So what we are going to come and do here is we're going to come and say val error is equals a set of single quotes, and then we create or we start a dollar sign. So here we want to come and first of all see if the field name medicine name is filled, like the first the first item in the first row. So we are going to come and say set of brackets there, and then inside here we are going to say dot medicine underscore name. So each, then we have a function, then here we have a function, a set of brackets, and then a curly brackets. So here we want to actually count if that field contains anything. So we're going to come and say count is equal 1, and now here we come and say if a set of brackets, a dollar sign, a set of brackets, these dot var is equal to 1. So is equal 1, or is equal empty, like we don't have anything. So what we should have in such a scenario is an error. So if this validates and finds that we don't have anything in this input field, so we should have this error. So here, friends, we are creating the error. So plus is equals, then a set of quotes. Here we are going to come and have the error in a paragraph. So I'll have the paragraph opening and closing tags, and inside here we are going to come and tell them to enter medicine name in, and we want to get the row that didn't have the medicine name. So we're going to come and say plus count, so it counts which row doesn't have a medicine name, and then we come and say row. So this is just telling the user to insert a medicine name on a specific row that could be left empty. So we come and close that there. So else return, and that should return false. That should return false. And first, all of these should be inside a curly brackets. So we have these in curly brackets like that. So that now outside here we come and count is equals, that is else is equals count plus 1. Should not forget to close these as well. And so we are going to have the same for the medicine type. So I'm going to come and say again the medicine type here. So first I'm just going to come and copy this down here as such. So this will validate if we have anything in the input medicine type. So I'm just going to come and change this to medicine underscore type, and this should be type, just like that. And then now down here we want now to come and have a value, a form underscore data is equals. So here we want just to serialize the data, so you're saying is equals a variable this dot serialize, and if there is an error, so we come and say if error is equal empty, like we have not received an error in this instant, and we have not received an error in that, then we should continue to insert the information or data corrected into the database. So we're going to come and open the set of curly brackets within which here in fact what we are doing is if there is no error, we have this comment just for the purposes of you understanding this, set the data to the insert.php page. So this is a page that we'll be creating in a second that will now help to insert the data into the database. So we'll be using AJAX, so I'll say $.ajax, then a set of brackets and a set of curly brackets within that. Then I should not also forget to close these as well. So now inside here we're going to come and have the URL where we are going to come and have our insert.php. So we will actually have the insert.php here, just like that. And the method that we're going to use to set the information to the insert.php is the post method. And then we'll have the data being form underscore data, and then we also have the success if it is successfully sent. So success function data. So if that succeeds, we are going to come and have a set of curly brackets, and here we will say if the data is equal a set of single quotes, okay, then we should echo a success message. So below here we are going to come and again have a set of curly brackets, and within which we are going to come and have a variable set of brackets there, set of single quotes, and then the ID item table, a dot file, a set of square or brackets there. This will have the parameters tr dot all. This should be actually a full colon or colon gt, then a set of brackets still within the quotes, and then inside that should have a 0, and then a dot remove. So this will basically remove the data if it is inserted into the database. So the data that will have fed inside the table, we want to just come and remove it using this. So we can in fact come and have a comment here and say remove the data from the form once inserted into the database. So that should be followed by a success message. So we'll say $, a set of single quotes, hashtag error. So this will help us to have this success message somewhere in our table here, in this place here. So that's why we are having this ID here, so that we have that message appearing at that part of the of our page. So here we come and say dot html, and then now the message should be inside single quotes. So I'll basically create a div, and this div will have a class of arrat. So this will just have it styled using the bootstrap classes. So arrat success, and we should also close that div here. And now within that we are going to come and have medicine and name saved successfully. Else, if that doesn't work, if we have an error in one of these input fields, what we want to do down here is else echo an error. So we'll actually have a variable or the $, a set of quotes there, single quotes, hashtag or the ID error. We were calling the HTML here, so we just come and say HTML, and then a set of brackets, a set of single quotes within the brackets, and then we have the div, and we should also come and close the div here. Don't forget that. And then we're going to come and have the div with a class or bootstrap class of is equals arrat data. So this is now to have us with the red text for an error. And then inside the div we are going to come and have a set of single quotes, and then the error. So the errors that we have on top there, so error. Then we should come and close that statement. So we save that, and then the next thing that we want to do now is to have the insert page. So we're going to head on to the insert, and here we are going to come and have the code that we will use to insert the data into the database. So now in the insert here we are going to come and have the PHP tag, and because we don't have any HTML down there, we're not going to close it. So this will insert the data into the database. So we'll use the if statement here, and the condition will be if is set the post method. So the post method, and if the medicine is correct, so we are going to come and have a set of square brackets here, and then here we are going to come and have the medicine name. So here you're going to have the first field that you have here. So my first here is the medicine name, so that is the one that I'm going to use as the inside here. So now the code down here will be, first I create a set of curly brackets. So within the curly bracket, I'm going to come and first of all connect to the database. So I'll say variable connect is equals new PDO, and then inside that we are going to come and have the MySQL, and this will be host is equals localhost, and the DB name is equals multiple underscore rows, and the user will be root, and the password is empty. So here we are going to come and have the variable medicine underscore name. Medicine underscore name is equals. So now here we are going to come and use the for loop. So we are going to come and say for a set of brackets, inside that the variable count. Now down here we are going to come and have the for, followed by a set of brackets within which we are going to come and have the variable count, which will be equal to 0, and then variable count, if it is less than count, then we should actually post the medicine name. So we're going to come and have variable underscore post, a set of square brackets within which we are going to have a set of double quotes, and then medicine underscore name. So we come and first of all close that statement in the first parenthesis there, and then we have the variable count, and we should increment it by 1. Now down there we are going to come and again have a set of other curly brackets, and we are going to come and have create a query that will insert the collected data into the database. So we'll say query is equals to a set of brackets there. We should not forget to close that, and here we want to insert into medicine. So we are inserting this data in the medicine table. So here we come and again have a set of brackets, so that now we come and have the data that we are inserting in the database. So medicine name and medicine type, and we should now have the values as colon medicine name medicine name and comma colon medicine underscore type, no comma at the end. Now let me just remove this excess space here. Now outside that, we want now to come and create a statement here. So I'll say variable statement is equals a variable connect prepare the dollar sign of the query, so query should add that statement there, and then now we should now come and execute the statement. So we say dollar sign statement execute. So we're going to come and open a set of parentheses, and within that we are going to come and have an array, because we'll be inserting this as an array. So we come and have a set of single quotes, and then the medicine name preceded by a colon is equals a dollar sign post, a set of square brackets there, a set of double quotes, and then now the medicine underscore name. And then we should also have the variable count here within a set of square brackets, so count. This will help to count how many names have been inserted, then comma. Now we want the same for the medicine type, so I duplicate this and we change this to medicine type. So we should not forget to come and add this statement there, or the array should remain blank. Then now inside here we should come and have a variable result is equals variable statement and then here we have the fetch all. And if it's set, so we use the if statement here. If is set, the variable result then we have the statement within the curly brackets should echo OK. And so here, friends, we save the code and test to see if it is working. So we head on to the browser, so refresh that. Then we're going to come and add a few set of records here. So I'll add Peloton, I'll also do Bluefin, and I'll also come and do set reason. And this one I'll give it Sailab, capsules, and also tablets, and then we try to add this. And as you can see, it says medicine details is saved. So if we head on to the database, we try to refresh that. Yes, and we can now be able to see all the medicine and the types like we have added. And that's how you can basically add or dynamically add or remove a select box fields using jQuery and AJAX. I'll be providing a link to this code in the description of this video, just in case you are interested. Thanks for watching, and as usual, see you in the next one. Peace.